Yeah, you can go ahead now. Covenants.
All right, please. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is.
All right. So good morning once again, everyone. My name is Aswavia Roberts, and today I'll be talking about Bootstrap and how to use it. In the course of this presentation, I'll discuss what Bootstrap is, its components, its key features, why you should use it, and how you can actually use it. And lastly, the future of Bootstrap. So let's start with what Bootstrap is. I'll go by the definition given by its official website. It is the most popular HTML, CSS, and mobile-first project on the web. Bootstrap is a gigantic collection of handy, reusable bits of code written in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It's also a friendly development framework that enables developers and designers to accelerate the building process of a fully responsive website. Essentially, Bootstrap saves you time from writing lots of CSS code, giving you more time to focus on other important aspects of building a web page. Now, Bootstrap is available in two variants, pre-compiled and based on a source code version. Experienced developers prefer the source code version because it allows them to customize the styles to suit their projects. Moving on to why use Bootstrap. One reason I would want to use Bootstrap is its components. It is enriched with so many components like the drop-down menu, progress bar, navigation button, image class, thumbnails, media objects. This means you can get to design your website according to your specific needs by taking these components into your page, and it works instantly without stress, like magic. All right, so what are the features, the key features of Bootstrap? One feature is its ease. Anybody with just a basic knowledge of HTML and CSS can start using Bootstrap. I can attest to that. Another feature is its responsiveness, sorry. Bootstrap's responsive CSS adjusts to phones, tablets, and desktop. This means you don't have to go through the stress of calculating, is it those grids and columns and all the rest. What you just have to do is employ this feature of Bootstrap, and then your website will be able to adjust to laptops, phones, and all the rest. Bootstrap is mobile friendly. In Bootstrap 3, mobile first styles are part of the core framework. It is simply integrated. It can be used on other platforms and framework. Bootstrap has pre-styled components like the ones I mentioned in the previous slide. These components are already designed, so all you just have to do is put it to your own project, adjust it the way you can. That's if you're using the source code one, and then you're good to go. Other features include its customizable ability. Bootstrap can be customized as per the design of your project. Bootstrap is browser compatible. It is compatible with almost all browsers, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, although they resigned yesterday, if you all know, Safari, and Opera. Bootstrap is has a great grid system. It is built on a responsive 12-column grid layout and components. Whether you need to fix a fixed grid or a responsive one, all you just have to do is effect a few changes. It also has bundled JavaScript plugins. The components such as drop-down menus are made interactive with the numerous JavaScript plugins bundled in the Bootstrap package. Just to confirm, am I audible?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you. So let's talk about the three primary files of Bootstrap. Bootstrap has a collection of syntax compiled in three primary files, which are Bootstrap CSS, Bootstrap JS, and glyphicons. I keep calling that glyphicons. It's actually glyphicons. All right. So Bootstrap CSS is a framework that arranges and manages the layout of a website. While HTML works with the content and structure of the web page, CSS deals with the layout itself. So the both structures the both, that's CSS and Bootstrap, CSS and HTML, sorry, work hand in hand, they coexist together to perform a particular action. The next is Bootstrap JS. This file is the core part of Bootstrap. It consists of JavaScript files that are responsible for the website's interactivity. Now let's move on to glyphicons. Bootstrap uses icons called glyphicons. They are an integral part of the front end of a website, as they often display actions and data within the user's interface. I don't know, I attached a picture there to demonstrate what these icons are, as they are demonstrated of the receipt. So quite a number of different images, will I call them images or icons? Those are what glyphicons are. These are just a few listed. There are, I think, an inexhaustible list of icons that you can find in Bootstrap glyphicons. All right, so Bootstrap requires a JS library called jQuery to run JavaScript plugins and components. How to use Bootstrap in web development. So the image, what I call it image, or this snippets included in this page, it's a small demonstration of how you can employ or use Bootstrap in your project. The first line highlighted with an arrow shows how you link Bootstrap CSS into your project. So with this little line of code, you have created a link to the Bootstrap CSS. The next one is actually you loading jQuery via Google. There's a small advice attached there. It's better to load it from the CND via HTTP, as the file can be cached for a year. Now the last one, the last arrow that has a bit of, that is curved a little to the down, is how you can link Bootstrap JS to your work. Now with just these little actions, or with these few lines of code, you can have all of the amazing features of Bootstrap included in your project, which makes your work a lot more easier. Now, what is the future of Bootstrap? We all know that web development technologies change very fast. So there aren't any guarantees. Of course, Bootstrap is not an exception. But if we take a look at the evolution of Bootstrap, my internet is unstable. Can you all hear me? Am I still audible or connected?
Yes,
Yes.
you're
Okay, thank you. So I said, if we look at the evolution of Bootstrap, we can have a hint of where it is actually headed. What are the evolutions? One of it is Bootstrap 5 Alpha that was dropped in 2020. This gives a fresh new, it gave a fresh new face to Bootstrap. One of the most significant changes was dropping jQuery dependencies. And although there were lots of other updates made, but this was a lot more significant. Other changes or improvements made was including CSS custom properties, a utility API, an enhanced grid system, and so many more. Another reason why Bootstrap has a bright future is that it is beginner friendly. It is equipped with a great feature set. For example, you can create sharp looking web pages in minutes. Yes, I understand that I have a short name. I'm concluding. Okay, so you can create a sharp looking website in just minutes by using its layouts and components. Now, Bootstrap has so many competitions, jQuery, Frame 7, React, and many more. But the ease of Bootstrap is one thing that keeps it very relevant. And okay, so let's move on. Conclusively, Bootstrap is a free front-end framework that has earned its popularity amongst developers today. It's easy to use and save developers a lot of time. Instead of you having to code HTML, CSS, JavaScript manually, you have Bootstrap to be able to do that in a very limited time. Bootstrap is flexible and is robust enough to accommodate almost every need you have for your website. And again, let me iterate that Bootstrap is able to help you size your website on any screen that may have access to your website. So it also has great platforms that you can learn from, like Bootstrap documentation page and Stack Overflow. These are great platforms where newbies like you and me, okay, like me, I'm not sure if you guys are, but I am. So these are great platforms for me to learn about Bootstrap. Thank you so much for listening. There's no more time for questions. You can send in questions and I'll make research and answer. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Even though I'm not